What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday, so you know what that means. It's time for the next Multiversus Yay or Nay episode. And today, we got two characters, maybe like a 2-in-1 character, that I've seen a lot of people start talking about this. It's kind of a newer show. It's called Primal, and the two characters are Spear and Fang. And I started watching this myself, and I was hooked immediately. So I'm glad people were requesting these characters for the Yay or Nay series. So let's see what we can do. And if you haven't seen the Yay or Nay series, very quickly, I'm going to go over a few ideas for some movesets, some ideas for alternate costumes, and some ideas for some taunts. You know, what they could possibly bring with them into Multiversus. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the possible moveset, shall we? And up first, move number one, we're gonna go simple. As you guys know, I personally like to try to get at least one projectile into the character's moveset. So move number one, the spear toss or throw, whatever you want to call it. But the main character, Spear, is his name. So for his neutral special, he wields a spear. No, seriously, like it's a spear and he throws it. Not himself, but like the actual weapon. So this would be a fun little attack. It's a spear that he throws, but he could also be able to kind of go and retrieve it. I think that would be really fun. Like anybody know Link in Smash Ultimate and how he can kind of charge up his bow and arrow, and he can actually go out and retrieve the like an arrow, and he can end up shooting like two of them. So something somewhat similar to that. It's like something it's a projectile you throw out there, but you can go and retrieve, and you can just kind of use it over and over again. So this would definitely be a very nice neutral special type of an attack, I would imagine. So maybe it should be chargeable. So the longer you charge it up, the farther that the spear will go. I think that makes a lot of sense, and more than likely, if Spear and Fang came into the game, they'd probably be like a bruiser type character. So you know, they'll be able to dish out quite a bit of damage because, well, they're bruisers. It makes sense. But yeah, either way, spear throw for the first attack. Move number two, we're going to go, what did I call this one? The boulder swing, a rock toss, a rock swing, rock twirl. I don't know, boulder, you'll see by the images. So for this attack, I imagine Spear would end up picking up a boulder, and then he'll swing it around in a circle a couple times. Now, I know this is going to be a little similar to Finn's backpack and I guess Morty with Hammer Morty, how you kind of like spin in a circle. So maybe to differentiate it a little bit, the attack speed on this boulder swing could be a little bit slower, but the damage would be on the higher side to kind of offset the slow speed. That way it at least differentiates it a little bit. And maybe as he's swinging around the boulder as he's spinning around, maybe he even like travels a farther distance, you know, like horizontally. So I don't know, it's just kind of an idea, but boulder swing is something that he does. It was super effective against that T-Rex's leg in the show, but yeah, I figure this could be a really fun one. If we don't like boulder swing, we could still use the boulder / rock for an attack. Another idea that I had very quickly could be his down air, like a spike, kind of. So he takes the boulder, the rock item, and he just slams it down from above his head. So this would work absolutely perfectly for a down air. Everybody needs a spike attack, right? And this would be his, and it works out tremendously. Now for move number three, we did call them Spear and Fang, so let's get the T-Rex involved. Let's get Fang involved in the moveset somewhere. So I think something simple that would work but would be very effective, and it's a very iconic scene in the show, is Spear riding on top of Fang. And how the move would work, well, first of all, it's probably like a grounded side special, so he kind of like just Spear jumps on Fang, and Fang just kind of runs across the stage while Spear is kind of jabbing his own spear weapon outwards or waving it overhead or something. Fang herself, yes, it is a her, but Fang herself has her own hitbox as she tramples across the stage, so you don't want to be in front of her. And if you try to attack from above, well, Fang's going to be swinging that spear overhead, so this is going to be a big attack, big hitbox, but maybe it kind of goes a little slow. Maybe a projectile would be able to kind of interrupt this, or if you attack from behind, it also interrupts the attack. But either way, like, Fang has to be part of the moveset somewhere, right? Fang is a T-Rex, but Fang isn't like an enormous sized T-Rex. So I think there could be some pretty fun, at least in the show. She's not like one of the bigger T-Rex. I mean, it's a T-Rex. It's still going to be big, but I think you can scale her to an appropriate size for this attack at least. So either way, Spear riding Fang for an attack. I would love to see that. Now let's move on to the alternate costumes. And at first I was like, I don't even think there's any ideas. But then I did a little research. I had to like go back on a few episodes, but I found a couple things. First thing I went with is the mutated look here. So what does he drink? Like some black potion, black liquid or something? I forget the backstory. But he drinks some liquid in one of the episodes, and he gets like this mutated look and becomes even stronger. And is it when he's fighting the woolly mammoths, or is that a different episode? I forget. Either way, the mutated look you kind of see. So he goes from caveman to like even more Unga Bunga Man. So yeah, you guys see it. It's probably on screen. So yeah, the mutated look for sure could be an alternate costume idea. Another one, why not go with the hunting gear? You know, get the what is it, like a deer head or whatever he's got on? That'd be kind of a cool idea for an alternate costume as well. You know, kind of really gets into the feel and the vibe of the character. So I figured it works out pretty well because, well, it's a different attire from the normal attire. So yeah, it works very well as an alternate costume. As always, if you have any of your own ideas for Spear and Fang, please drop those in the comments as well. Now let's talk about a couple ideas for some taunts, shall we? Maybe these work as a winning animation as well, but the first one that I have here is where Spear is playing with the baby T-Rexes. Just kind of, this might work more as a winning animation, but you could maybe turn it into a taunt. But either way, you see it. He's just playing with the baby T-Rexes. You know, he's kind of petting them and hugging them a little bit. So that'd be kind of a cool little thing to get the babies in there for something. I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was pretty fitting. But this one would be definitely more taunt worthy. Just his dominant roar that he does, you know, kind of when he's angry in the middle of battle and just lets out a... I mean, it doesn't sound like that, but you get the idea of what a dominant roar probably sounds like, right? So, just a great idea for another taunt. Very simple one. Maybe this is the default one that comes with his character because it matches him the most, but either way, it's a good idea, and it should be a part of his taunts if Spear and Fang were to ever... And heck, you could even get Fang in there for a taunt as well if you want. You know, Fang can end up roaring as well, so simple one. There you go. Now, the end of the episode, the yay or nay portion. Oh, for me, this is gonna be a yay. If I did a Spear and Fang episode, like say even 2 months ago, I probably would have said nay because I haven't seen the show yet. But I started watching it, and I kind of like the dynamic. I like the duo here. The idea of just an Unga Bunga caveman and a giant T-Rex or a decent sized T-Rex out on the battlefield would be so fun. Like, come on, we could actually play as somebody on a dinosaur. That'd be sick. I would love to see that. So yeah, Spear and Fang are going to get a yay from me. I think they would be tremendous. Maybe they're a bit too new. Maybe if that's even an argument you can make, but I still think they would make a phenomenal addition to the roster regardless. So for me, it's a yay. Let me know what you guys got down in the comment. Yay, you want to see this character, or nay, you don't want to see the character. As for the updated stats, that'll be next week. Yeah, that'll be next week. I was watching college football all day, so didn't get time to update the stats. Oopsies. But either way, that is going to be it. Updated stats, like I said, next week. And we should have the 3 characters. Which 3? Is it... It's Robin, Spear and Fang, and somebody else that I'm forgetting. Either way, 3 characters will be updated next week. We'll see you guys then. So I hope you all enjoyed. And I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.